Hello, and welcome to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profile video. Today I am going to be going over probably the greatest deck I have ever created, or will ever create. Folks, today I present to you Beaver Warrior OTK. Okay, folks, we're doing this. So, what is Beaver Warrior OTK? Well, I'm going to follow a similar format to my previous deck profiles, which I made a long time ago. I'm going to go over the main deck, I'm going to go over the extra deck, and then I'm just going to sort of talk about how the cards go together, because it may not be entirely obvious. Yeah. So, we start, of course, with the Beaver, the myth, the legend. This is Beaver Warrior, and we got 3 of them, because this boss deserves to be run at 3. Now, what actually makes this deck work? Well, I am going with sort of a tri-brigade package, because they like working with beast warriors and such. So, we're running 3 tri-brigade Fractal, we're running 2 tri-brigade Kit, we're running 2 Nervals, and we're running 2 tri-brigade Cuirass, because I think this is probably about as small a tri-brigade package as you can run, and still semi-reliably pull off what you're trying to do. And I didn't want to make them take up the whole deck. So we also have a rescue rabbit and a couple rescue kitty cats, because, well, they just help get small, cheap creatures into play. Rescue rabbit, of course. Oh, this is overpowering, really. You throw this down first turn, special summon out 2 Beaver Warriors, your opponent's done. They would actually forfeit, likely, being stared down by 2 Beaver Warriors on turn 1. It doesn't even matter what their deck is. But after those little rescue critters, we have some miscellaneous beasts that kind of make the deck work. Alpha, this is a very powerful special summon. Dinotherium. Dinotherium is, you know, you can special summon this little flying elephant. It's kind of fun. Sometimes you just need a little bit of an extra extender there. What is your name? Valeraphon, the mythical beast of the forest? This is the tuner of the deck. Yeah, that comes in handy. Mine Mole. Oh, yeah, see, now we're cooking with gas here. Mine Mole is a level 3 that you can use to synchro into things. Canine Tor, yeah, this is the secret budget tri-brigade deck tech. You can, like, attack with it and send your tri-brigade stuff to the graveyard to get the combo rolling. But it's also a level 3 Beast Warrior, and that is actually kind of relevant. Melfi Puppy, we're running 2 of these Melfi Puppies, and they are quite good, actually. In fact, they work rather well with Kalantosa, the mythical beast of the forest. So you can special summon one of these at the end of your turn due to its effect, and when your opponent does something, you can return it to your hand and special summon this from your deck and just nuke something from orbit with it. I don't know how it works, but it does, and it works rather well. So now we get into the spells and traps. Pot of Prosperity, I'm running 2 of these, because if your Beaver Warrior OTK deck isn't worth $500 at least, you're doing it wrong. In seriousness, though, these aren't really necessary, I don't think, but this deck wants to go first, and I happen to have 2 of these, and this is a good way to dig through the top portion of your library in order to find what you're looking for. Fire Formation Tanky is a handy card to have to get tri-brigade Fractal or, you know, Beaver Warrior when you're going for the win. Ready Fusion, Instant Fusion, I run one of each. They kind of serve the same purpose, but you can use them both in the same turn, and this is limited to one. So it's cool to have two. Similar thinking with Monster Reborn and Ayers Rock Sunrise. You can... Like, they both serve the same general function. You bring something back from the graveyard, but Monster Reborn is limited, so there's that. And this, oh, this is some spicy stuff right here. This is Cattle Call. So, what you do with Cattle Call is, you sacrifice one of your beasts, beast warriors, wing beasts, and you cheat something into play from your, extra deck with the same type. And this can be used to go into all kinds of crazy things, so I'll go into that a bit more later. Traps, we've got Tri-Brigade Revolt. I run two of them, and a Tri-Brigade Oath, because they're good Tri-Brigade traps, Revolt especially, but it's pretty easy to reliably get one of these, so I don't need to run it at 3. Solemn Judgment, I run one of this because I thought it was limited to one, but apparently it is not. Still, it's a good card to have. And finally, we have Beast Rising at 3. Now, if you've been thinking about these mad combos and what I might be doing, things might be falling into place as you realize I'm running Beast Rising. So, yeah, what this does is you sacrifice a beast or beast warrior, and choose another beast or beast warrior, and all of that first one's original attack goes into the second one. So you make something really big. Oh, and it's good stuff. It's good times, just wait. Yeah, I'm nudging into things off to the side, but it's fine. So, extra deck, naturally, we need to use the King of the Ring himself, the Master of Oz. It's a beast monster with 4,200 attack power. Oh yeah, this is good. This is huge. This is awesome. Rabid Horseman, you know, Fusionist. Yeah, good cards. Those are definitely Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Tri-Brigade, things that are actually, you know, a little easier to play, that do things. We've got 2 of these Tri-Brigade Shorag, the Ominous Omens. Link 4, but, I mean, Tri-Brigade has no problem getting this stuff out. Rugal, the Silver Sheller, is the Link 3, and Bearbrum, the Rampant Rampager. This one's a little trickier to play. The others kind of just need beasts of any sort. This one specifically requires Tri-Brigade monsters. So it's a little bit... sometimes it needs a bit more workaround to use. However, it does get a trap to your hand if you use its effect, and it can even bring something back from banishment. So it's very, very useful, as is Tri-Brigade Farigit, the Baron Blossom, who can go into an additional normal summon and then go up from there in the Link ladder. This is Bujinki, how do you pronounce that? Hashima? Yeah. So what this does is you can use it to excise monsters out, and then it, like, destroys something when you use an excise monster material. Yeah, target a spell trap your opponent controls, destroy it. So it's a little bit of removal. Cross Sheep is a pretty good midway point. If you've got, like, Instant Fusion or something, you can very easily go into a Link 4 with this, and that Link 4 happens to be Appaloosa, who is, again, not difficult at all to play in this deck. You can pretty reliably get her out on turn 1. Excise monsters, I have Tornado Dragon in here. I don't know if I really need it, but it's removal for spells and traps. Good to have. Melfi of the Forest, on the other hand, is much easier to play, given that it's level 2 and there are a lot of level 2s in the deck. And what it does, it searches a Melfi puppy to your hand so that you can play it and use its ability, and it negates effects. Again, another very defensive card, the kind of thing you want to play on turn 1, maybe. And then the synchros, I mean, Star Eater is... Like, look, if you're not having fun, why are you bothering, right? Like, just use the Star Eater. And Naturia Beast, another good defensive card, easy to play, and it's a beast, so you can use it for all kinds of things in this deck. So with that, we have been through all the cards in this deck, so I will be back in a second, and we'll see how some of these work together. Alrighty, so, how does this deck work? Well, for the most part, that just requires an understanding of the very basic tri-brigade combo chain. It's kind of funny how these cards all work together, but what you do is you have this fractal. There's a reason you run 3 of them. So you discard that, and it allows you to search your library for somebody like Kit, and send her to the graveyard too, which allows you to search your library for someone like Nerval and send that to the graveyard, which allows you to search your library for something like Tri-Brigade Cuirass and add it to your hand. So this is important because you can discard whatever to special summon Cuirass, and this ability here allows you to link out a monster using whatever is in your graveyard. So, you know, you can link out a couple of these that have other effects, and boom, there you go. You've got your Tri-Brigade Bear-Brum, the Rampant Rampager, and because this was a special summon, whatever, throw out another champion like Beaver Warrior, and you can just sort of link all this stuff together to form... yeah, there we go. So you've ended on Appaloosa here, and because Bear-Brum was sent to your graveyard, you can bring Tri-Brigade Revolt to your hand at the cost of sending another card to the bottom of your library, and you set that. Which means on your opponent's turn, guess what? You can use Tri-Brigade Revolt and use all this stuff, and get another big crazy link monster and just nuke something from their field. So it ends up doing okay. It ends up doing okay. The combo works, almost as if they designed it that way. But that is not all that interesting. It is what the deck does, but don't worry, there's far more spicy deck tech in here. Just give me a second. Okay, so another one of these great playmakers in the deck is good old Rescue Cat. So what do you do with this? Well, you sacrifice it, and it lets you bring out a couple beasts from your deck. Small ones, level 3 or less. But Valeraphon is a tuner, and even though their effects are negated in play, if my understanding of the rules is correct, which it might be about 60% of the time, when Mind Mole is sent to the graveyard, it is no longer in play, and therefore you do actually get to draw a card for using it as material to play Naturia Beast. So this, from the Rescue Cat, you can go right into Naturia Beast, a great card to sit on for a while. A good, like, first turn play, really. Now, having said all that, there are other things that you can do, having played a Rescue Cat. Because you go into Valeraphon, and the other card doesn't really matter because it goes away when you use good old Cattle Call. So you ditch whatever Mind Mole you might have searched up, and you get to play Master of Oz for free. Now, it can't attack, unfortunately. However, what it can do is sit there as a level 9 monster, and then you can synchro out Star Eater. Yep, 3200 attack. I mean, it's big enough, right? And you can just bash through pretty much anything, honestly, and your opponent doesn't have a lot of opportunity to do anything about it. So, yeah, that is another great thing you can do, starting on Rescue Cat. Oh, but wait, don't you worry. There is another rescue animal on the loose, rescue rabbit, as it were, because you Yeah, actually, I think you have to banish Rescue Rabbit, but then you can just drop down 2 Beaver Warriors. If your opponent has the stomach to not surrender on sight when they witness this, you can do some stuff with these, like excise them into Tornado Dragon or something. But more interestingly than that, once again, cattle call to the rescue, because Beaver Warrior is a beast warrior, as it were. Just like tri-brigade Rugal. And what is this? Oh, well, looks like I now have just enough room here to link out another one of these tri-brigade Shurags. Link 4. Easy as that, right from a rescue rabbit. And of course you can banish stuff from your opponent's field, and this thing's pretty big with 3,000 attack. So yeah, again, another little interaction to kind of get you to the top of your link chain. And in case you're not familiar with this, I guess it's worth going over anyway. If you've got a couple level 2s in play, you can excise summon them together into Melfia the Forest. Probably in defense mode. Defense is higher. But what Melfia the Forest does is you can detach one of these materials and search your library for a Melfi puppy, add it to your hand. Whoa, don't run away from me there, Melfia the Forest. So what Melfi Puppy does, at the end of your turn, you can special summon it for free, a handy ability to have. And when your opponent does something, you can return it to your hand and search your library for a level 2 beast, like this one. And when this comes into play, if it was special summoned by the effect of a beast, like Melfi Puppy, it destroys something. And when you return a Melfi to use its effect, then this also negates the effect of one of your opponent's monsters. So again, you've got a neat little bit of beast deck tech lockdown right here. Very handy indeed. Now, I know what you're thinking. You are asking me, how is this a Beaver Warrior OTK deck? This looks like just a weird tri-brigade deck. Shut up. So, you see, what you need to do is, you got a Beaver Warrior, huh? And you've got some other beast monster. This is important, and you can achieve this in various ways. Actually, it's pretty easy to do with tri-brigade Fairjit, the Barren Blossom, who is herself a beast, and you can use her ability to get Beaver Warrior for free. So hey, it all works out. There's a few ways of getting Beaver Warrior for free. And what you want to do, you want to have Beast Rising. So this is your ideal turn 1 play, is to have Beast Rising set so that you can use it. And then what you want to do is activate it so that you can sacrifice a beast to channel all of that power into Beaver Warrior. So what you need to do is you need to use Cattle Call to sacrifice a beast monster and special summon Master of Oz. And when you got Master of Oz in play, sacrifice it. And this Beaver Warrior now has 5,400 attack, which is a lot. So, unfortunately, Beaver Warrior probably still needs a little bit of help. If the opponent hasn't taken 3,000 damage yet, but 5,400 attack. And actually, what you can do, if you have a slightly weaker beast monster in play, or beast warrior, you can attack with tri-brigade Rugal, 2,300, and then sacrifice it to Beast Rising. So it's kind of like tri-brigade Rugal attacks twice, the second time with Beaver Warrior as well. So you can get a little bit of extra damage in that way, just fudge the numbers a little bit, it all adds up, and really, I think that brings us to the end of this ridiculous deck of mine that I have built. Is it good? The answer may shock you. I will not elaborate. But I do love it nonetheless, because this crazy sort of nonsense is what I live for when building decks. So I do hope that you enjoyed this deck profile video. I guess a side note, if you want to make this good, yeah, you can, like, add hand traps and stuff. I mean, yeah, this is obviously a little more on the casual side. Maybe upper-end casual, but yeah. Anything that'll help your turn 1 go off is something that you want in this deck. Yeah. But anyway, like I was saying before, if you enjoyed this video, then please leave a like, a comment, subscribe, and I do hope that you join me again next time for whatever deck I might be profiling next. Till then, ta-ta. Okay, what's next? Why, oh, we've got a foil. Okay. Whoa. Oh! And our foil... Ooh, I feel like that's a good one. Oh! Hiya! And there it is. The Pot of Prosperity!